Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Coming live from Fire Your Heart, children of God. Is she okay right now? Yes, a little bit. I think I had the size of the thing. I mean, I'm still not but there's something here. I think maybe strained or something. We were lifting heavy stuff. Okay, so just trying to patch up, get back on task with proper self care because we were out of water momentarily, but it started to decrease. It's been about a month since Easter. I mean, I can mark it on the calendar. There was the weird call from the neighbor, something about ducks. I don't want my dog to get your ducks. I'm sorry. And I was like, well, anyhow. So here we are. We're in another place, but it's in the same county. There's a little more space. But the thing is that I needed to go out and start getting my exercise and get some of this that I developed to stay away from the situation out here. And I'm just really praying because I just don't think God would want it like this all the time. We flop over somewhere else. It's the same thing. I'm going to go out to mow. Then people are going to start popping up. He'll pop up. Some kind of bizarro scenario. But right now what I want to pray for is I've done this a couple times. These people don't even know me. They don't know me from nothing because I ain't nothing. I can't even. They've got my YouTube so suppressed now. I'm lucky that it even gets. Okay. So, and not that it was like boom and banging because I can probably do some stuff and then people are just like, okay, I can't take it anymore. But I actually had gotten some shorts where it literally got into the thousands, but everything's hidden. So I want to pray for Tyler Fischer. He's still living in Manhattan. He's a up and rising comedian, talented writer. I almost said a small guy. He's not that small. I think he is more a slendered stature, but he's about 5'5", and I'm really just calling out to all the ladies right now. I did this for another young fella and someone else. They don't, like I said, they don't know me. Is that I think I'm able to pull in the forces with Jesus to some degree and just be like, he deserves a helpmate. One suggestion I would make though is he has to get on, if he's going to try these dating sites, you're not going to find nothing on those smaller ones. Those are just sex hookups. There's literally more professional ones where they will screen you, line you up with what you're looking for, more specifics. At the same time, we don't want to marry ourselves all the way. That's just weird. But something complimenting, I'm starting to see the vision of this woman. He says he's not particular about height, but you don't want to do like that, do you? Like the Woody Allen, no, come on. We can do this. I almost said the word manifest. We can pray this. The Lord is bringing Tyler Fischer, his helpmate, someone that maybe even would like to travel with him sometimes. He's 37. He's got to get out of Manhattan. I don't know what's going on up in the north here. A lot of people fled to Texas. And, we browse properties there. She's in an off-road. But it's like the Parchment. Maybe I think, Austin, or what's the other one where there's a little more, there's the river that goes through there. Oh gosh, I did this last time I tried to discuss Texas. The thing is I would love to be out mowing right now, but now I'm just trying to catch up on some patchwork here. I got my foot bath that pulled out some stuff. I was not able to do the proper foot ionizing. It extracts to keep things flowing well. It takes the acidity out of your joints and stuff that creates an atmosphere for extra physical pain. My body tends to hold on to things and creates more of an aesthetic on top of the self thing, medicating that I really need to truly focus in on. I'm finding though with the devil, I'm just going to say it out loud, when I'm really this close just to being like, that's it, put the cork in the bottle, put that other thing down, maybe a little green here and there, or to help with certain things, or just switch over to CBD. because we're well aware of what's been done to me medically and all this. But what I need to clear up around here is right now, because their stalkers are on here, is we got married in another state. And whoever is giving this program out, that the gang stalking and all this, that you have to go through technically my husband. He's not technically I'm not like that far gone. There was a couple of times when they really fried me up to try to kill me, that he probably needed to do like a guardianship, because I couldn't even talk and stuff, and tie my shoes right and stuff. I mean, I can't believe God would want us to stay in Michigan. It's probably why I get such like this doomsday thing, like the world must be, something's ending. And I don't think Texas is perfect, obviously. And they got the border problem and all that. And now, what are we doing now? Now she's about or something. Well, I technically, that was the priority for Tyler Fischer, is that I'm just envisioning his helpmate. And what I'm envisioning more is she doesn't have to be like perfectly petite. They could be about the same size. Maybe she's more of a flat shoe wearer, but he says he likes real feminine. He likes very feminine more so. So but they should have similar interests, and someone that's really going to support him in his fame. Because what I'm more concerned about is the more he gets up and going, and he is that these money hungry bitches are just going to flood in, like from the gates of hell. And we don't want that. So I think he's a wise guy. So not like a wise, well, he's that too, but he's smart enough. He'll be able to siphon through that. But he needs to get to where there's a little more of like a wholesome woman, a woman that still believes in like a family and somewhat traditional roles, like the woman and the man, and that can support him in his missions with his comedic work of free speech and stuff. And I'm just really, I think I tried to do this for a couple other comedians too. I think it worked out. I don't know why. And I don't think it's me. What is she looking at? Because see, I got the garage door open and I just need to keep track of stuff. So, well, that was my prayer. So we're going to go back to my selfish thoughts and have my poor husband all in a wonker room. Is maybe it's just that we can't look anywhere. And I'm not going to hire a lawn service. I had specific goals for this front, or we would have simply not even come here. We would have simply not even come here. And that was to make like a nice pasture area, a small one, about a 1/4 acre or so, and little trails for me and the poochies. And we go out and we start developing this wildflower patch, throw in some sunflowers every year. I should have already technically been able to do a lot of that. And so now we're cooped back up on about a 1/4 acre with all this out front. And someone would say, well, you should have known that when this person was here, that would be how, I've said the troll on the road. Well, no, not really, because people should just be able to be and enjoy where they live, and before she starts crying about it. And so I need to establish this. I met my husband. He was younger. We didn't know he was younger, but he was a legal adult, okay? He thought I was younger, okay, because that's how great I still looked. And I rode my bike everywhere, and I have a very free, I have like a free spirit type of way about me. I'm never going to lose my curiosity like a little kitty. And we were doing music together. We kept it very music oriented. You could see there was a chemistry, but I was like, no, I already married 2 abusers. I can't just keep dragging my poor son through this. This has got to stop. And I mean, if I need to have a friend with benefits and I just do that secretly, I should have been able to do that. I'm dealing with the family that's just holding me hostage and abusing me. And so there I'm stuck back. So I was like, I was determined. I'm like, they can't do this. Like, they can't keep isolating me like this. Like, so I went back to college. I had to update some computer courses. So I went back to the community college, and then I ended up transferring online. Somebody turned me in because I was actually going to the library over at the college. They used to let me do that for my online because my family wasn't letting me use the computer to do my bachelor's work. And so anyhow, someone then that got shut down. So then we met because I put a flyer up and I wanted to work with musicians, and it was age didn't matter. I just wanted more improv style musicians. You could read music too, but that it was a pretty detailed poster, but simple, just like improv, jam sessions, uh, any age, any instruments. Um, Give me an email, and that was how we met. And it wasn't. I rode my bike out there about, I don't know how many miles that is, and when I saw him, I was like, well, I don't know. He's still living. Well, as some mid-20s guys at that time, I would have been 30 to 31 or something, and somewhere in that bracket, or going on 32. And then I had this one stupid friend, and I would still kind of occasionally lie, but not. And he was like, you shouldn't tell these guys your age. And I think he did that just because it was the thing again, like to kind of keep me, so that, his goal was that we just end up not finding someone and we end up together or something. So I always told him, no, that was never the case, but people don't listen to you. They listen to what they want to listen to. So when John and I met, it really did kind of like slap me in the head, and I didn't like it because I was strong. I was sure I was going to get this bachelor's done. I was going to still make it happen for my son. The abandoning father and all these people blaming me, I was going to make it happen for me and my son. I was going to get up out of this oppression that simply just was not letting me be. I met John. We kind of both got slapped. We started to try to work together, and boy, we could just do these songs like this. I mean, it was starting to get the little, chemicals stirring up, and I would catch him at that time. God, I was so hot. I need to get myself together here. And he does too. So we need to just really sit down and figure out what is going on with the Lord, because look, I had to do no contact. He did his own no contact. Nobody's making each other do no contact with some pretty toxic situations in our family networks. And so we just need to really pray, even for just me and John. Like, we need to know what we're doing here, because they won't leave us alone here either. So, okay, so long story short, he turns 21. We worked together for about a year or two. We were so upset about the age. I mean, we were just like sideswiped, you know what I mean? Because he was taking into the account the age of my son. But like I said, we talked about some stuff in our personal lives in the beginning, but not a lot. More of the he needed to get out of his family situation, because everyone was mooching off of him. He had siblings stealing from him. People just expected him to just come, drop everything, and help them here and there and everywhere. He was trying to really close in. So I'm helping him as like a music buddy, like to get a bachelor's pad. I'm like, hey man, just you can get like the smallest. You work a lot, just this little thing, maybe attached on a house or not, and probably we at that time in 2006 to 7, you could probably get a small, just you know what I'm talking about, just like a pad. It's just like the basics. Sometimes there's not even a bedroom door. It's just that's your area. So I started helping him with that. But then he started to increasingly see this abuse on me, and I was increasingly seeing abuse on him. It was interrupting our rehearsals. We did one rehearsal a week, and we just really became really great friends, and we started hanging out, and we were still pretty upset about the age. It was fucked up. You know what I mean? And my friend had said, just fudge a couple years. And so then I was beating myself up because I had fudged a couple. You know what I mean? And it backfired, because it wasn't supposed to be making a band to be falling in love. It was just to find some companionship, and maybe younger people, every age is at a community college, but that they wouldn't think I was some kind of freak. That's what I was worried about, is why do I want to hang out with an 18-year-old to play music or whatever. So he'd already had a full-time job. He was working up in another county. And apparently, because of his hobbies, being a truth seeker, and my hobbies of the same, but we would kind of focus on our own different realm of truth news, and a lot of that we didn't really know about each other. but that's why it worked in the music, because a lot of my music, my lyrics were about things of that nature and stuff. So we're having a hard time. That we can't change the age, and we know it's gonna bring a bunch of shit, and it did. It brought a host of shits. My mom's calling me a whore again. She's doing it in front of my son. They're just doing all of these things to shut it down, not even let me do this music band, right? So, because they have to have me be the cover for the pedophiles in the family. That's how it was. So I just need to really know from the Lord right now, because this is really super, super duper long. Sometimes when I do those foot baths, I get energized. I wonder if that's the same butterfly. I see more butterflies and stuff this year. I think it's just from the little bit that I was able to do, like the purple flowers and stuff that are coming up. Did I even show those? They're so cute. All right, so we just got to know with the Lord, because we really do like this property, but to think about already, we're into May, and I'm already, I would say 50% or so behind. And I said I got potatoes rooted. No, I didn't. I got them in the dirt. And because it's maybe not secured right, it's some squirrel or I don't know what would go in there and get them. I don't think they would, but see if we can find some of these purple flowers. So, I mean, that's really our love story. Is we don't know. It was a real issue. We went over it for about a couple of years. He was all in. I was like, this is gonna bring more. This is gonna bring more problems for us. And he's like, I don't give a f. You're everything I ever wanted. We have the same goals. We know what's up, and I want to be with you. And I was like, and he got all the dirt on everything, and I was kept trying to push him away. Like, you don't understand. There's stuff that I have not fully discovered yet, and I think it's even uglier than I thought. And it was. So we just need to know why we can't even just, like the last property needed a lot of updating. Shit. There was stuff we couldn't even finish. The persecution was so bad. I'm not looking for a sob story. It's that it seems so like unproductive. So if someone out there is seeking out to find out how to get me locked away for good, you fucked up, because technically they got to go through my husband. And we got married in another state, so this needs to stop, and it needs to stop now, because now we got the grass up again. And he listens and watches with his cameras. So technically now, after my husband works a lot and trying to do a side gig that's not working now, it's just getting shut down, is I can't mow unless he's home. I can't mow unless he's up and awake. And so, so I was trying to show, there was a ton of them. But I think they're just wild, or I don't know if this is the seeds I threw down. So they're all over, though. There are a lot more of them. A ton more. And I mean a ton. I'm not even showing you the best part. I brought this one in last fall. It actually is established mostly. It's wanting to get this. So I did a little sheet around them. Oh, the lilac did come back. I thought she's maybe just done. Thought she was done. So it'd sure be nice to just, I don't know, be able to live at our home with some sort of normalcy. So I did, you guys, I think I did put these purples. Or no, I think it's just something wild. I had done a bunch of seeds, but the chickens kept pecking at them. And there, under the magnolia, and now they're mixed in with the wild stuff. All right, so what I need everyone to know is we got married in another state. We got married in July. We were both working the same job. at a factory. And we went to the courthouse in another state, got back in time to get our, our steel toes on and whatever. And he wanted me out of there. He wanted me to focus on my art and my writing. He wanted to be promoted to something better. We got him to something better. Went through a bunch of shit. More, just hammered. And we can't believe, is this really how God wants it to go down? So we got married in 2008, if everyone has some kind of unclarity about that. He was a legal adult when I met him. And this is just, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. But boy, did I show you this rose even? So this would be coming from the mother rose, if she gets flowers this year. I cut all of this around. I really was just, mainly it was so dead and gone. I was just going to cut the whole thing down, and I just got sick of cutting the scary branches. But this is what came back from it. She's doing really good. I just might want to take this off. This looks a little, maybe I'll leave it, but because it did sprout up here. And I guess that's about it. So whoever's has out there, it's just what is it, like my boy toy or something? I sit around and get fat. Like, what exactly is this script that people are being given? Because we certainly got enough of that. This is what I know too. If it wasn't for John, and even if my son doesn't remember it yet, or it's not what he wanted, as John was the only one that showed him what a tender man could be like. We started to get overtaxed, and we both have PTSD now, and we were fucking up. There's no doubt about it, and we regret it. We regret the yelling and just the stress. But the thing is you were two-timing us. You were hiding too much, and we knew it. And John started to shut down because we can't deal with lying. Neither of us can. And so if people needed me to count for them, we got married in 2008. Do you know what year it is? Or no? Do I need to tell? Okay, so if we're still surviving, and I probably am not going to survive, not after the bomb at the other place, it was like a silent Sonic. And that's almost 20 years. I mean, I'm going too far there, but 18? But if we started the band 2 years prior, and Jesse got to check him out because he was still just a little guy, and he could kind of observe him and decide if this guy was going to be safe or not for his mom. And John let him do all of that and just glare at him if he needed to, or just check him out. And it was a good combo. It's unfortunate that so many others, one of the sicknesses still hit him. So that's just what I have to say. Did you think that we just got together and decided to buy an old house together? Okay, I gotta go.